already.
We are
It's
live.
only because he's losing hair, Gene.
Oh no, I got lots of hair, buddy. Don't you worry about that.
We
All
are
right,
live. Let's
guys.
start.
Okay, we are live and we good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everyone. Thank you all for joining us for this special webinar as we come together to celebrate a remarkable milestone. Our own Marty DeGamo in the house turns 65 today. So we honor you, not just the years, but the incredible journey that you, Marty, has taken. We really do hope and believe from what we've seen in you since 2008 that it surely has been a life filled with inspiring achievements, laughter, love, and countless memories that have touched so many of us, like those of us sitting here right now. So this celebration is more than a birthday. It's a reflection of Marty's enduring impact, a chance to share stories, express gratitude, and toast to a bright and joyful future. So grab a drink, guys, just settle in and get ready for a wonderful mix of heartfelt messages, fun memories, and a few surprises along the way, if there are going to be any, I'm not sure. So we want to kick off the celebration with open heart and plenty of smiles. Happy birthday, Marty! Happy birthday. And of course, congratulations, this has been a milestone. So we just want to go straight to business, guys, and I don't know. Let's make it really short and sweet, and so that Marty can be able to manage it, because I know he's shy, but today he's going to be a big boy, and I'm sure. So Marty, we thank you once again for squeezing time to be with us here this special day of yours, and we would give you the honor this moment to just share a bit about your journey. We know that here is a business, it's a family and everything. So we just want to say, tell us a bit about the journey that you've been. We've known you since 2018. So as we celebrate you, we will also celebrate our journey from that time, depending whoever joined on passive to where we are now. So whatever you have in your heart, just share it with us, Marty. You'd like to unmute yourself?
How about now?
Yes.
Okay. There's a little button back there I hit once in a while. First, I want to say, you said taking this special time with you guys. It's because you're special people to me. That's exactly why. I wouldn't want to be anywhere else. Yeah, I started this. This is going to sound longer. That's why I'm going to say it this way. I've been with this company since I was in my 50s. That sounds longer, but I was 59 actually. A few days anyway. No, you guys know my story. I mean, I could say a little bit of it. In the company I worked for back in 2004, and I was there since I was 18. I worked there my whole adult life. It was, we made copper foil for the circuit board industry. I believe that. And we were #1 in the world. In fact, the copper that we produced went on the Apollo that went to the moon. They celebrated in '69 when it went up at the company. Of course, I wasn't there. I was only 9, but I heard that. Anyway, during that process of being there since I was high school, I learned a lot, and I learned a lot about that business, and it got to the point that we could no longer produce copper foil at a rate where we could afford to stay in business. Japanese were doing it, Europe was doing it, and then Russia got involved, and there was companies all over Cork, Ireland, whatever. So at the end, they asked 5 of us, and I was fortunate because there's 400 people there, 500 people, to stay on. They want to sell technology around the world because people wanted to know how we made it, because even though we went out of business, we made the best copper foil in the planet. And that's without a doubt. So they wanted the technology. Are you willing to travel? Well, I had no choice. I didn't think I wanted to travel because, what was I then? 37, whatever. And, kids are getting teenagers, and it was bad time. But anyway, So I said, yeah, absolutely. I need the money. So I started traveling around the world, and they would send us to, they'd send maintenance first, and they'd build the company, the parts of the building, this huge building, put all the equipment in. Then they would send me with a bunch of different people, engineers from around the world. We had people from Czech Republic, UK, a lot of engineers from UK, and Ireland, actually. And we would go to different places, set the equipment. I started the equipment, then I helped set up the chemicals and stuff, the electroplate, and then we stayed there until the quality of the material was at the level that they were the best in their region. Anyway, that's what I did. I traveled around the world. What I learned was being in, France and Taiwan and Japan and UK and parts of lower part of China. I found out in Russia, I was in Siberia. I actually lived the joke, keep that up, you're going to Siberia. I did. But the people were beautiful everywhere. I mean, and I was almost astonished that what I saw on the news was a lie, that everybody wants good for their family, and some people lived in really bad situations. In Russia, the so-called evil empire, they made $100 a month. And they had string to keep their pants up. Old women sweeping the road with branches tied to a big stick. And I thought, oh my gosh, do these people know they're the evil empire? Because somebody forgot to tell them. But anyway, all that said and done, when I wound up losing the job because I had sleep apnea for a year, didn't know it, didn't go to the doctor, obviously, and it caused a lot of problems. So I lost that job, and I thought, man, I love traveling. And I thought, well, I hit my peak at 40. Let me go online. You know the story, went online and all that. Anyway, all said and done, it was just, the online experience was, you don't know, and Bob's going to love this, Mr. Fuckus. Wow, I sounded like I really said it. But anyway, he said it went where you didn't know what you didn't know what you didn't know. Then I started, myself, Mike, and Dan. I met them 5 years later, maybe. I was already flopping around by myself for 5 years or more. But you just didn't know what we didn't know. And then I met these guys, and we started to learn what we didn't know. And the problem then is, you start learning stuff you need to know, you don't want to know. Reality sat in, and we came up, and no joke, I don't care what it was. We had teams of thousands. We built a team of, I think it was 20,000 in a game app. And game apps are big business. I mean, what is it called? Candyland or what? No, whatever, Candy something. They make $1 million a month. Stupid little game. So this guy comes out with a sports game. You play the game. You bid on the game, and if you get it, you get extra points. And it was they call it online, where you can purchase if you want to. But that's a lot of money in that. So me and Mike and Dan, we went crazy. And we had to do it cheap because Dan only has so much money, okay? The bank of Dan Street had so much cash. Of course, I tried to take it all, but we found cheap ways to do stuff. So we set up a blast. I got a picture of all the US NFL teams, and we set it out. And it was a simple thing. All the less fancy it was, the bigger it got. Well, this went viral. First time I ever had anything go viral. We had 1 million hits on it, 20 or 30,000 comments. I don't have an app to answer the comments, so I had to tell Mike and Dan, you got to help me answer the comments. You remember that, Dan? So we would have teams. I'll go now, go answer some comments. You go, And the comments we would answer would say, because all we had asked them the question was, who is your favorite team? Once they say Dallas Cowboys, how would you like, this is what we did, how would you like to join a fan club in Facebook, Dallas Cowboy fan club? You darn right, you know how guys are. So we had 32 groups in Facebook. Freaking Einstein decides, Dan, Mike, we could do basketball. They always gave me that look like, okay. So we did basketball. We did hockey, cricket. We did cricket is huge, by the way. We did cricket, hockey, and football, basketball. Anyway, needless to say, we had about 200 groups in Facebook. Hold on. And all this stuff was manual. So we're bringing people in and we're having them join because they can't wait. What we're really doing is building all these groups. So when the app goes live, guys, you can play each other. Haha. It would have been great if the game was fun. The game wasn't fun. Okay, I'm going to cut to the chase. The game sucked. But if it would have worked easily, tens of millions of dollars. No doubt about it. We were primed to do it. Everything was perfect. Then we tried to convince each other after it launched, this is fun, this is fun. Of course, you guys know Mike Ellis. He went, this game sucks. So anyway, we dropped that. Dan's still getting notifications of people that want to join the group in Dallas Cowboys. But at that same time, I had 50 Twitter accounts, all different names. Of course, I didn't name them properly because when Twitter found out I had one and I was manipulating the system, they shut all 50 of them down, like right in a row. Bing, 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 bing. And it was all for leveraging whatever. We had a guy in California. I don't know if he was doing a test or whatever. He goes, hey, can you guys drive traffic to this one video? We drove 250,000 hits in 2 days. And he was blown away. Well, how'd you do that? He doesn't know it was having 50 Twitter accounts. But we set up whatever. Anyway, we went auto because they started coming out with apps to help us do things without us having to go do it. But my point was, all that said and done, reality came in is, okay, we can do it. We can make money. And then we said, well, we were told this, you'd have to be Ray Charles not to see it. We were told, okay, now you can do this. Now, how do you bring people with you? Oh, we'll just show them what we're doing. Then reality really set in. How are we going to do that? What we're doing is tape and glue, and it's an utter mess, but it's our mess. And one day I said, you know what it is? Like looking down the Los Angeles freeway at 1,000 feet, it looks like a mess. But the guy that designed it, he knows where everybody's going. How do we show other people that? We couldn't. So right before I saw on Passive from this guy right here, Peter Rogers, I was in fact, we had talked like, I think I'm done. I can't use people, tell them how great they are, when in reality, they're not going to make it. I mean, the guys would tell people when they got 2 people signed up, oh, you keep this up, you're going to be rich. I'm not a mathematician, but I'm doing a calculator, and I'm like, yeah, they're going to be rich if they live to 490 years old. And even then, the people they're bringing in will be dead because they don't know how to do it anyway. It's a racket. It should be illegal, really, the way it's set up. But anyway, so I was getting ready to go. I never looked at another business. Anything we did, 100%. We didn't look left or right. This business sucked money out of us for a year. In fact, Peter was smarter than we were. He left before we did. But anyway, so I saw Peter, and I don't know what made it. I know what made it happen. God made it happen. But I saw Peter. I said, "What are you doing?" And he's like, it's a company blank, blank, blank. What's it about?" And he told me. And the little bit he told me was he made it set up so that everyone can win. How much? 97. Where the frick am I going to come up with $9,700, right? I mean, there's no way. I mean, 970, 97, like 99. And he goes, no, $97. I'm like, now I'm going the opposite way. What a cheap ass company this must be, right? So you go to both ends. Well, I'm going to get in to find out. And you guys know the story. I got in, I went back to Mike and Dan. Blah, 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 blah. They just got in, just make me shut up. In fact, I think Dan paid my way. I was broke. Anyway, we got in, and then after we got in, within days, we're all three hitting it hard. How does this work? Where does it work? What's the idea? Who's running it? That was me. I got to talk to Ash, this Ash guy. And I even remember I think I went to Red and Peter, and they said, like, good luck. I mean, how are you going to do that? And conscious effort was we got back together. I said, look, let's set up a group in Facebook called Passive Nation. When we bring people in, because we want to get to know them like I know you guys. That was always the plan. Make it a people business. If the business is good enough, you shouldn't be hiding behind a name in Belize. You should see my face. If I believe what I'm doing, you should see me. So we open up on Passive Nation, and we had a little goal. I want 10,000 people here by this time, and I want X amount of people. We blew the goals away. This is the first one we thought, this is it. And I remember we had a meeting. I said, look, this Ash guy is going to be hard to get a hold of. He'll come to us if he's truly who we think he is, because we're going to make a big enough splash. He'll come. And he did. And the rest is history. At that point, we knew this is the guy. He had a special meeting with me and Mike and Dan. And before, you guys know this, but before the meeting, we all talked, and I said, look, we're going to drill this guy. We're going to find out what he's made of, right? Well, needless to say, that conversation went on about 3 minutes, and he took that conversation. He grabbed us, three old bastards, and flipped us upside down, told us what his plan was, blah, blah, blah. Mike, for the first time, Joe hit the floor. I'm like, yabba dabba do, right? I didn't know what to say. But when he was done, I just thought the guy, he's special. You guys know, you hear him, you knew it. I never watched these 3 tapes that everybody heard. It just didn't happen. I might have years later. But anyway, all said and done, that's what happened. And then because I had to know who's running it, because I knew we were going to bring people in, and I don't want to do what we did in the past, bring a bunch of people in. And when it fails, by the way, we got blamed because it's the only face they saw. Ash wasn't afraid to show his face. He wasn't afraid to say what he had to say. So anyway, that's what happened. And then when I got in, I got to know Ash very, very well. He's a friend now. He's part of my family, actually. And at that time, I became protective of the company. Also, anybody I know. And I went out and started looking for special people, because I thought if you can find diamonds in the rough, it'll make us stronger. One link is just a link. Many links is a chain. A chain can hold up what? Tons. So we have many chains, many links, and everybody, as it's getting bigger and bigger and bigger, because we had a core, but it was really small. So small that the part of the apple that could rot could actually affect the core, if I'm making sense. I thought, let's build the biggest core you can. Only thing on that core is a peel. There is no apple. And I believe we made it. That's where, now this is my small part of what I felt wanted to do. But that's why I do every day. That's why I'm here every day. That's why when I went to Heroes for the first time, it wasn't Heroes, I don't think. I don't know what it was. But I got there and I listened to people. Now I knew Comfort before, and I already had in my mind way back in this dungeon, she's a diamond that you just know. And I went, okay, she's a diamond. I got it. I would take notes. Diamond, diamond. Ooh, I don't know that person. I want to know that person. I want to hear what they say. A lot of times I would listen. I know you guys find that hard to believe, but a lot of it was listening and watching. I remember everybody here, everyone, the times they stood out, and I went, oh, shoot. A lot of the webinars that we went to the last 5 years, while Ash is on, I'm texting him during the webinar, and somebody's coming up. Just an example, like Dr. Ivy. I got to remember to call her doctor. I would say, powerhouse, blank, 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 a couple of bullet points. So Ash knows, because I felt the air beneath his wings is bigger and greater and greater. He can take the hits and the punches because that's who he is. But he always needs to know when he looks back, who's behind him. Because he knows, you guys heard him today and yesterday, the power of this company is the people. And that's how we kept building and building and building. And I tell people, when you're on a webinar, watch what you say. There's people watching that you don't know, even people outside of the company, like right now. Yeah, you'll have a handful that badmouth us. They've been here for 10,000 years. They just got different names, right? I mean, they have been. I don't try to work with them. But there's also people out there that are sitting back on, I don't know what they have, but I want it. That's what we got to get. The tools are just a special thing to use to get people, because now you can create an income. If you can create an income and you have a big heart, you change the world. That math's not on a computer, but that's what's going to happen. And I caught that disease, that contagious disease that Ash gave us all. And that's what we're in the process of doing. When I went to Heroes, I had met the OTech pros. They weren't OTech pros. They were just 4 or 5 different tech guys. And I'm thinking, and my head's wrapping. Okay, they're diamonds. I don't understand a freaking word they're saying. How do we get them together, get them polished up a little bit, and throw them out into the wolves? And look what they did. And they did that. That wasn't me. And it happened. I remember the first time I saw, I hate to go, everybody, I'm going to miss somebody. But, well, Dr. Ivy, for one, look what she did in the last 3 years. She went from this wild education. She's clothing the world. And if she does talk, you need a fire extinguisher. Gifty lights up the room. I was thinking about Norelle, powerhouse Norelle. Oh, she talks tough, but she's gentle as a butterfly. The dancing queen, those hips didn't start moving in the beginning. She was shy. Now she's all over Facebook dancing every day. She goes to a party every day. But anyway, but Barry, everybody lifts up each other. And I you have to let the pride go and look for people that are better than you. Once you think you know it, everything, you're never going to expand. You have to get people around you that make you think. You want to be 65 with the mind of a 35-year-old? Surround yourself with people that go crazy every time you see them. That's what makes you young. So anyway, I don't know how else to round it up, because I'll keep talking, but that's it. But many people here. Andy was a tight-lipped numbers guy, hard nut to crack. Look at him now. No joke. We're different people. Engineer Mike, the coach. You know why I call him the coach? While he's talking, he's giving signals to the other team. You ever see him? Hey, what's up? Yep. Oh, yeah. Run the ball. No, to the right. I'm like, what the freak is he doing? Anyway, that's all I have, I think.
Oh, wow.
Oh, one more.
Thank you.
Oliver, this is a funny one. So I tell we got to get the OTech guys and different people on the lives with Ash. One day Oliver comes on, and it's just the way the camera looked. But Ash said something. All of a sudden, boom! You can see Oliver's feet, and Ash types me real quick. He goes, "Oh my God! I think I just knocked Oliver on the floor." I go, "Yeah, it looked like it." So it was kind of funny. So anyway, oh, another one. Vincent. All four of them, right? They all talk, outgoing, but they're professional speakers now. Vincent don't say a freaking word. He's like mute. So he'd say a little bit, not too much. And then they're all talking and getting, but I hear from all of them that Vincent's probably got some of the best tech-wise. He's a sharp guy. He's just quiet. One day I go on a webinar and this crazy maniac that looked just like Benson is going crazy. And I go, what the freak happened to him? No joke. I get a text. Aswafara is watching the webinar. I don't remember what it was. I wasn't in it. And he goes, yo, DeGarmo, yeah. What happened to Vincent? That's exactly what he said. So anyway, it was fun. All right, I'm going to go because there's many stories like that. So.
Sure.
Oh, one
Thank
more. Might comfort you. Here's comfort, real quiet. I mean, like remind you of a school teacher, right? One day we're saying something, and I don't know if I'm getting all mouthy or whatever, and she says, I said, some people, they get exposed, they don't do the right thing. And she goes, well, sometimes when the wind is blowing right, you see the chicken's ass. And now, wait a minute. So I'm going, did she just say what I thought she said? And I said, what? And then she said it again. And while she's saying, she goes, oh my God, I'm never going to live this down. And that's exactly how it went. So I even said it to Ask, that and Focus from Bob. When Bob did Focus, he did it 3 times in a row. No joke. I had trouble making fun of him because I actually say the word. But he said buckets, right? Buckets, whatever. So Chris calls me. Marty, you might want to talk to Bob. Why? You hear what he's saying? So I listen. I go, whoa, shoot, I didn't realize it sounded like that. But we made fun of him. Even Ash makes fun of it now. But anyway, okay, I promise I'm done now. You told me to talk.
Thank you, Marty. I think it was worth the time, guys. So when I was listening to Marty, so many things were coming to mind. The beauty of storytelling, because sometimes you see somebody doing like what Marty is doing, and so many other people, you are like, how is he doing this? But then he has gone through so much in life, and whatever you are today, the things you met on your way up to here, whether good or bad, they have made you what and who you are today. So beautiful. And of course, I enjoy the beauty of variety, right? Bob is the way he is. I say what I say. Jean is the way she is, and so on. Put together, we are such a beautiful family because we are so colorful in how we come from, wherever we come from. So thank you so much, Marty. And of course, this journey has to continue. Let's just make it a storytelling day, because we're telling a story of a 65-year long life that we're celebrating today. Of course, Dan, who's always been there with Marty, maybe you queue up, you might want to add something, say something. Whoever wants to say happy birthday to Marty, say that, tell a quick story, maybe what you've learned from Marty from 2018 till now, or you have a quick something to tell that happened before you got here and how it has changed your life. We want to be brief, so it's yours, Dan. Thank you for coming.
Well, yeah, it's going to be brief. Well, first of all, happy birthday, Marty.
Thank you, Dan.
I think that's what it's all about today, isn't it?
Yep.
And in listening to Marty, he brought back so many memories. And what's so amazing about Marty is his ability to recall. His ability to recall all of those businesses that we were in and be able to identify the names of them and what we did and how we did it and what bridge of marketing we did here and how he assigned Mike and I little tasks to do to follow up with people that we were, and it was just crazy. And like Marty said, if any one of those would have worked a little bit, we would have done very, very well. But God had a plan, and that plan was on passive. And this company and Mr. Ashman Farah and the journey that we've been on. And so I think back and with all that Marty was talking about these last 10, 15 years that we've been working together, it's just like, wow. It just seems like a lifetime ago now when we think about all the people that are here today and all of the relationships that we've developed all over the world and all of the nurturing of those relationships that has happened with every single one of us. And we're just staying together. You know why? Because we believe in Mr. Mufara and this vision and this plan. And we are so excited about what is going to be coming very soon. So, you know, as far as I have a million stories that I could tell about just laughing with Marty. Laughing with Marty and laughing with Mike and all of the different little scenarios that we got involved in with all the different companies. But I think I'll just keep it pretty simple today and just say happy birthday. And you're a good friend, Marty, and wouldn't have wanted to done the journey with anybody but you. You've inspired people and you continue to inspire people, and it's a joy to see you and Chris take on this challenge every single day and continue to inspire people and lift people up and keep people positive about this amazing journey that we're all on. And I love you guys. I love you, Marty, and let's keep it going.
Sure. Thank you. Thanks, Dan. So of
Thank
course,
you, Dan. Love you too, brother. You know that.
Sure. Thank you. So I'd like to hear from our sister. She walked in quietly and just sat quietly. So unusual. I think she should say something now. Robin, welcome, sis.
Thank you, Comfort. I've been listening to all of this, and you know what? I think Marty is in for a real treat today. So, on this auspicious day, last century in 1960, whoever you believe in sent an angel down to Earth to land sent an angel out and down the chute to land randomly in the universe. Earth pulled the short straw and received the entity called Marty, who was shocked with his destination, shouting and crying loudly. Of these attributes, shouting continues to this day. During his life on Earth, he created gray hairs for some, headaches for others, and for many, like those of us here today and those who will be listening to this, a lot of joy. Again, in a phenomenon similar to what is occurring and happening around the world today, where planets are aligning, another phenomenon of equal magnitude, we came together under planet or star named Ashmufara. And then we met this larger-than-life person named Marty DeGarmo. The rest is part of our current history, and we are here today celebrating, honoring, and roasting our friend, brother, mentor, Mr. Marty DeGarmo. So those of you who were on the panel, those of you who were joining, have at it. He has to sit there and take it today. The love, the jokes, the teasing, the stories. And boy, are there a lot of stories. And I hope you all remind him of them, because he has been a pivotal figure in the business and this company that we're all part of. He's been a good friend to so many of us, a brother and mentor to many more. And if I could have chosen a brother in this lifetime, yes, I would have chosen Marty DeGarmo. So I'm so grateful that you're in our life, Marty. My sister and I think you are a handful, but boy, we love you, and we couldn't imagine life without you now. Thank you so much. Happy birthday, my friend.
Thank you so much, sis.
Thank you, Robin.
I'm always saying thank you.
She keeps us straight. Oh, like if I spell something wrong or say something wrong, like I do EDT instead of daylight savings time. Oh my God. Yeah, that's our Anyway, thank you, Rob. I love you and your sister. You know that already, though. Sorry, Comfort. I just wanted to
Sure,
say.
sure. It's all right, Marty. It's your day, so I would let you have all the fun. So, Peter Rogers, why we are celebrating today is because of you. You brought Marty to us, and here we are. We have a mentor, we have a leader, we have a friend, but you remain the man at the background. You brought him to us, so say something.
Yeah, thanks for letting me speak. Marty, happy birthday. You know, I appreciate everything you've done for On Passive and what you've done for everybody within On Passive. You know, I can go back to before we were on Passive. You know, we were involved in a business. I've known Marty now for about 10, 11 years, I suppose it is now, something like that. And you know, I got involved in an online business, and Marty was there. And Marty was always helping people with these other businesses that we were involved in at that time. And you know, he bent over backwards to try and help me, which, you know, he literally, like he is today, he was then. And when like he said earlier on, when we were involved in this particular business, and I was with Red as well, we were working together with Red, and me and Red sort of, the light sort of switched on before it switched on with Marty, and we left this particular business because we just felt that we were paying, I think it was like $97 a month, and we just wasn't getting any satisfaction. And in fact, Marty was helping us in that business, and Marty had more knowledge about marketing and how to share a business than the guy that was trying to help us at the time. And anyway, we left, and we sort of slipped away quietly, as you do from these businesses, me and Red, and we were sort of looking around for something else, and we came across On Passive. And then about a month later, Marty actually contacted me, and you know, he asked me, like he said earlier on, he asked me what we were doing, what was I involved in. And you know, I was taken back. I thought, Marty McGarlow is asking me what I'm doing, what I'm involved in, you know. And you know, and I spilled the beans, as you do, and said, well, we're involved in this business On Passive, and obviously he's told the story, and you know, and I'm proud to say that he's part of obviously what we built, me and Red, and obviously Marty, Dan, and Mike. You know, we've all known each other for quite a few years now, and you know, we're happy to be where we are with On Passive. Marty's become a great leader with Mike and Dan. We all love him to bits, and you know, and I know that obviously I couldn't get on last night's webinar with obviously celebrating his birthday on Ash was on there. I've listened to it a bit today, and I listened to Marty's live today with Ash on there as well. And you know, it sounds like we're obviously going in the right direction, and Marty's a big part of going forward with On Passive, and I'm proud to be associated with them. And you know, the future's good. And as I said, Marty, happy birthday. You've been a great friend. Appreciate everything you've done for me and what you've done for us as an organization. So thank you, Marty. Pass it back.
Thank you, Peter. Thank you, Peter.
Sure, thanks. Thank you, Pete. So guys, we all know, except that you're very new here, that between 2018 and now, Marty got pregnant and put to bed a baby boy, the very firstborn of his firstborn son of his, called Mr. Chris Johnson. So, Brother Chris, you are Marty's son. Marty is your daddy, and today is his birthday. What do you want to tell him?
Oh my God. That was the funniest introduction I've ever gotten, but thank you. I had to hurt coming out, I bet. Happy birthday, DeGarmo. Waited for this day for a long time because, you know, I think I started it, to be honest, blowing people's birthdays up, because it makes you feel good when, you know, when someone says happy birthday. When you got 50,000 people saying it from all over the world, it really makes you feel good. So I will continue that pattern. I like doing it, even though it drives you crazy. I guess I've worked with Marty for probably the last 2 years strong, and I've known him for about 4.5 years. We're similar in a lot of ways, and we're different in a lot of ways. And let me tell you the difference. we're both good looking, so we already figured that one out. We're the two sexiest guys in the world on the internet today. I'll take that one. The funniest thing that I could think about, DeGarmo, man, we've got a lot of funny stories because we talk in the morning, we talk at noon, we talk at night, sometimes till real late. And usually Robin is with us later in the night, or Julie's with us. And we've had a lot of funny conversations, but we also had conversations on how to get more people involved. Always, all four of us, and there's a lot of you, I'm sure. We just got together. We had our own little thing, and we discussed how can we bring people out, who caught our attention. It was nice. But the funniest thing was, everyone, Robin said it funny. He was shouting. He's been shouting at me for 4.5 years, which I absolutely love. If I can't make him yell at me, then I'm not doing my job. But the funniest thing is, you all know John White. I got to meet John White in Boston. And Marty started on the carnivore diet. Now, John started on way before him. And this is really funny. To me, it's really funny. I don't know if you're going to laugh. And I call up Marty. I said, man, I gotta, Marty's been talking about the carnivore for at least 3 months to me every single day. And I'm like, I exercise, I do all this, and I get sick and blah, blah, blah. And I said, you know what? I'm going to call John White and talk to him about the carnivore diet. So I think I spent 30 minutes with John. He told me a bunch of stuff. I said, all right, Marty, I'm going to do this. And it was dead silence on the phone. I go, are you there? Yeah, I just want to know, have you not heard me talk to you about this for the last 3 or 4 months? So, and I said, well, yeah, I heard it, but I witnessed John because I met John. I knew how actually big he was. And look at him now. He looks, he's a toothpick now. And of course, I noticed Marty losing weight the whole time too, but John was like, caught my attention. And so now to this day, Marty and I will be discussing every day, and he'll say something. He goes, well, if you don't believe me, why don't you just go ask John White? And that's like an everyday thing now, but he's, I have a lot of fun with him. There's times when like his comedy made me today. I didn't know. I thought he fell asleep, said he might lay down for a little bit, called his wife, and he could tell he's mad. Hey, I'm not coming any faster because you called me. And that's what I usually do. I usually call someone if they're supposed to be there late. Marty has fell into the Ash Mafara mode where I'm just going to come when I want to come. He likes being late. Every morning I say, Marty, we're going to be late. And he'll say, what time is it? I go, 9:05. I go, actually, we're right on time if you think about it. So it's kind of a funny thing because it's weird. Before we do our lives in the morning, we'll have a conversation for a couple minutes. And then we start talking about something else. Next thing you know, it's 10 after 9 and we're late, and we can see people might be getting frustrated, but that isn't intentional. Trust me. It's just we get talking, but he's a lot of fun. He does help everyone that he could. He deals with a lot of stuff personally that most of you know, but mentally, he's strong. He's strong as an ox. Don said it perfect today is, whenever I'm having a meltdown or a crisis, he knows how to fix it. He calms me down. I think he gives that to a lot of people in this family. He does know how to calm me. He's calmed me down at least 200 times. Where I'll call him, hey man, we got this guy doing this, and oh my God, why? And he's taught me just let that stuff go. And I'm getting real good at it. I haven't let it completely go yet, but I'm like him. I want to defend this company to the highest ability I can. I'm very overprotective about all of you, actually. Marty DeGarmo, Ash before, both know that I am overprotective about anyone that makes fun of us or bashes. And I'm a funny guy. I like laughter. I like when people are goofing around, but there's just some things that I see about this business that's so professional and what it's actually I can't see people that want to make fun of it or want to make fun of all of us because we talk about it every day. And I say, well, if I listened to those people my entire life, I never would have said a word. I would have been scared to leave my own house. Those people don't scare me. I know they don't scare you. Yep. They make fun of us. Who cares? They are going to look like the biggest fools in the world when all this happens. In my heart, 100%, this is going to happen. Ash did an amazing talk, which I didn't want him to do it. I just wanted him to come on and wish Marty happy birthday. He came, and you could ask Marty. I fought with us. No, I don't want him coming on nothing. Let's just. I'm going to invite him to our live, and I didn't tell him it was a surprise, just so he could say happy birthday. I never felt like I wanted to put Ash Mafar in a corner or back him up into a wall. So you're going to tell us this, and he said the most powerful thing yesterday, on the Minnow Show last night, and I loved it. And as soon as we were done, I texted him. I think it was like 12:30 or 1 o'clock in the morning. I said, Ash, what you said today is something that I think everyone needs to hear. It was a powerful message. You said it perfect. He said it better, even more better today, I believe. I go, that's the kind of things that I'd like to see shared in the back office. So people can listen to what he's saying. He's not messing around. He's not playing games. He's literally fighting for every tooth and nail to keep this company going, which he's done. You heard what he said. People are trying to shut us down. There's people out there that want to see us shut down. He said, I got horrible news for him. That's not going to happen. You know, I like when he says only God can shut this down. But when he says it, you could see it in his face. I don't think anyone would set out to do what he's doing and not do nothing about it. He has been doing many things about it. We just don't know it. There's some things that I might know a little bit more, but I'm going to tell you right now, the man has not stopped. And when it does come, how we say that word, to fruition, I can't say that word right. Everyone's going to be blown away. But I will say what Ash said today, Marty DeGarmo has added a different flavor, I think, in all of our lives. I think he set people straight. I've seen him get straightforward with certain people. I've seen him be calm and compassionate to many others. And that's a good quality. Both of them are great qualities, but I'm talking way too much and my voice is starting to go again. But Marty DeGarmo, I love you, even though he's not listening to me. I tell him every day, happy birthday. You're a special dude. Don't you ever change. And like I said, I missed the first 59, 60 years of your life. I plan to making that up with you for the rest of your life. And I hope I drive you crazy to at least 120 years old. I love you, brother. Happy birthday.
Hey, wait a minute. I want to say something. When you said I'm going to be with you the rest of your life, I hope nobody could read my lips because it was something you don't want to hear. But anyway, I think I said something like, "Oh, yeah." No, but truthfully, I met Chris 4 years ago, and he was doing this. And if you ever notice, Chris rocks like Stevie Wonder. Like I didn't know. And he's doing this, and I go, what's wrong with this dude? I'm going to call on him. Hey, Johnson, you look like you have something to say. And he lost it. I said, wow, this is one weird dude. I got to get to know this guy. He's a freaking nut, right? And I think it was that Saturday or Saturday after, I was going to Papua New Guinea. This is like a second home. There's 10,000 people over there, really. I can't wait for them to get uplifted like my family in Africa and Bangladesh and India. So he came, and then I saw his heart. The very night, Nancy got on. You guys all remember Nancy. She was like Dr. Ivy from the other part of the world, okay? So she comes on and just blows everybody up. Chris is crying like a baby. I want to buy 5 positions. So he bought 5 for people in Papua New Guinea. It just so happens Ash watched that night. And he felt the same way I did. He's a special guy. Now, I didn't know then what I know now because there's a scale in life, right? Chris's scale is big heart, great guy. Then there's the pain in the ass side. that side, once in a while, the wind is blowing right, and I see Chris's ass. All right. And I see it way more than I should. But anyway, no, he's a good guy. We had 3 different lives, and I thought, I want to reel him in because I knew Chris, we could feed off each other. If I said something, he would get, because he's not a scripted guy like me. He would suck at it. If he had to read it, you would know it. But when he gets going, he speaks from the heart. And that's why we all love him. But no, I'm glad I worked with you, Chris. Obviously, Ash loves you too, and we had to adopt a step kid, and we got you. You know. So anyway, that's all I have. Thanks.
Sure. Thank you, Marty. Thank you, Chris. I'm happy that you had to go back to what Ash said last night, and I just want to add to this that we know what this means to us. We know what this whole business is. I'm happy we have discussed a topic that this business, this whole movement is an ideology. So nobody can destroy it. There's just no way. So Ash is still here because God says you cannot destroy it. And we are still here because Ash is still hands on deck, and he's holding the plow and says, I'm not letting go until we hit the target. So unfortunately, whoever wants to do anything, they are only helping to promote us because we are never going back. So thank you so much for bringing this back. And of course, we are all here today because we are focused on the big picture that Mr. Mufari has painted in our mind's eyes. And there's just one human being who is either focused or focused. And he would just like to say something to Mr. Digamo on the occasion of his birthday. Brother Bob, welcome.
Oh boy. Am I focused? Am I focused?
The choice is yours.
Bramadi. Greetings to you, my brother from Bel Air, Maryland. You know, the first time I heard our founder, Mr. Ash, the first time I heard him call you brother, I startled. I was like, wow. He calls him brother. And then we got the privilege of knowing you throughout the past 3 years, I might say, knowing you from the bottom of my heart. I began calling you myself Bromadi. It's like an endearment to me, you know. It's a form of endearment. Knowing who you are, bro. I just want to express my love and appreciation to you. What you mean for all of us. You know, you epitomize love, compassion, and hope, which is what I think is the human character and the spirit of our founder, Ash Mufara. I think that's what he finds so attractive in you. You know? You say you look for diamonds. You look for diamonds in the rough. You look for rough diamonds. But the truth is, you are the biggest diamond, bro. You are the biggest of all the diamonds. You are, sir. You know, you shine the light. You want everybody to shine. Hundreds and hundreds of us, maybe even thousands of us. But the truth is, as you flash that light, that flashlight to us, it is bouncing back and reflecting onto you. So you have hundreds and hundreds and thousands of lights coming back to you, and you are this one giant light. That's how I see it, sir. So just want to really, really, really thank you. You want the best for everybody. You want the best for our founder, Mr. Ash. You want the best of everything. You have this endurance, this fortitude, this compassion, which I'm glad to be part of. I'm glad to know you. I'm glad to call you my brother. I'm glad to call you a friend. But I'll be remiss if I don't say this. I want to thank your wife, Dawn, and the children, your grandchildren. Thank them for letting you be you. Thank them for letting us have this be part of your life, letting you come and impact us, letting you come and find us. Because if we were not for Dawn, her good heart, I think I'm right if I can say Dawn Degamo is the second spouse, the second most supportive spouse amongst all of us, other than our founder, Mr. Ash's wife, Ash Mahan. I think Dawn is the other spouse who has supported her husband 110%. So we thank her for all the support that she's giving it to you, letting you be you so that you can come and impact us. That's all I have to say, Sister Comfort. Back to you. Thank you. Happy birthday, bro. Yeah.
Thank you, Brother Bob. I think I agree with you because there is this saying we all know that behind a successful man, there's definitely a woman. And so behind our Marty Shaw, there's a Dawn. Thank you, Dawn. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Bob. Thank you, Bob.
Yeah, so I've seen a few hands up. I'm going to make sure I call everybody, and I'll start from our sister Simone. Sis, welcome. Thank you for joining us.
Sister Comfort, thank you so much for calling on me. I want to wish you, Marty, my dear, dear brother, a happy birthday. For those who don't know me, I actually am Robin Noble's sister. And what many of you may not know is that prior to On Passive, Ash Mufara and Marty, Chris as well, and many of you on this call, what you may not know is that my sister did not have her voice prior to On Passive. She was not, circumstances in life had really impacted her. And Marty, when you came into our lives, Robin blossomed and Robin found her voice. And the irony of this all is that you lovingly refer to my sister as the voice. She's a beautiful, beautiful spirit. And I am so grateful to you, Marty, for bringing my sister back to me, to us, introducing her to the world. Chris, you were so very much a part of it as well. The On Passive family has been part of it as well. I'm thinking of Dan, I'm thinking of Comfort, I'm thinking of everyone here, including Andy Burks, Collins. You've been such a support and kindness and allowed my sister to blossom and find her voice again. And Marty, so much of that is from the kindness and love and generosity that you have shown me, my family, my sister, my mom when she was alive. God bless you, dear man. You are a honey, and we will be forever grateful to you that you are in our lives, that you are a friend, that you are our brother, and we can't wait for this beautiful journey to continue so that we can all be together at some point together and give each other hugs and just express the admiration and appreciation to you, Marty, particularly, and to all of us for our journey together. It takes a village, it really does. And Marty, you really are a leader within that village, and we are so grateful to you. God bless you all.
Come on, thank you, thank you. You're definitely part of my family. I got a real quick story about Robin.
Yes.
You guys probably know, but I want to say it again. I don't remember how I met her. I heard her on a webinar, and I thought, well, I want to talk to her and find out more. So we talked back and forth, and she called me. She had an issue with something. I don't even remember what it was. And I'm listening to her voice, and she makes you better, if you know what I mean. I don't want to be that welcome back Cotter kid when I'm around her. You know what I mean? It makes you want to sit up a little taller. So I'm talking to her, and one day I said, in my manipulative way, I said, okay, I've got to line up a webinar, get the mad scientist from Orlando to be on there at the same time Robin, who really isn't out a lot, to meet, so Ash can hear her talk and realize she's got something special. It takes a lot of work to manipulate people, okay? It's not as easy as you think. So one day, she was on, Robin came on, a couple of questions go back and forth, and Robin came on and answered a question. And then boom, 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 and I could see Ash's face go from, and now he knows. Yes, she's special. He got it. So this is the time Ash was getting new leadership council. Simone's got to remember this too. So he goes through and he says, I want to bring on new people around the world. I didn't know a lot then. It was early. I knew some, but I was already digging around like a rooting pig, you know. So I said, oh, cool. I want to get Robin to be part of it. I wanted her to be part of something because I knew she could, what she did in her past. And I know bad things happened to her in an accident and all that. Back to her accident was the same year that I went in disability. I mean, a lot of things. She knew a lot of people around the world. I knew a lot of people around the world. We had a lot in common. So I go, oh, this is great. So I go on the list. First one I put on Robin Noble. So we go down the list and I give it to Ash and he reads down, he goes, do you think Robin will do it? And I go, oh, absolutely. Anyway, so I go through, we get people, I get to Robin. Robin, how you doing? Okay, you know that voice, right? We're talking and talking. I'm trying to get the wind to blow. You know what I'm saying, Comfort? So anyway, I go, Robin, I got great news. What? Ash wants you to be on the leadership council. Would you do that? No hesitation. She goes, no, I don't think so. Now, wait a minute. Obviously, now my ass is showing because I already talk like this is happening. So I said, oh, well, think about it. No, it's just not the right thing right now. Okay, so I get off. A couple days go by. I don't want to run back to Ash and say no because I'm not done. But what does he do? He texts me later on. Hey, did you talk to this guy? This guy? Did you talk to Robin? What'd she say? Oh, she's going to do it. And he goes, oh, really? I go, yeah. And inside I'm going, God, please help me change her mind. What I didn't know was Robin went back to her sister and her family and said, Marty wants me to do this. I told them no. And they went, what are you, an idiot? Get in there and do that. You need to do it. So when I went back to her, she said, yeah. And I said, oh, thank God. Yeah, I already told them yes. So that was a funny story. But yeah, that's how that went down, really. Saman reminded me of that, actually.
Sure. Thank you so much, Marty. I just want to steal a bit of your time. I know it's your day, it's your birthday, but it's also difficult to ignore the fact that it's family. I'm not sure if I'll see Simone again next week on this webinar. I just want to use this opportunity to say thank you, sister, for all you are doing to keep and preserve the voice for us. Robin would not say one or two things without saying my sister, my sister. And
Always.
so looking at your face, I just feel like I am seeing my sister sitting here and looking at me. It feels like I'm seeing Robin today. So I really appreciate, thank you for everything you are doing for her. And of course, by the grace of God, we shall meet one day to actually celebrate everything. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you, Marty, for letting us do this. So
Thank you both.
Yeah, sure. Thanks. So Jean, are you ready?
I don't know if I can follow that, Simone. That was absolutely heart swelling. I don't know how else to say it, but Comfort, you had asked us to storytell a little bit about our journey, and for me, I'm not a great storyteller, but my story here is that I get to meet people like the one that we're celebrating today, like the people that are on this panel, and so I know I did some jokey videos and I like to joke with Marty, but I just wanted to thank him today for some specific things. And the first is thank you, Marty, for being a local boy done good. He's representing the Northeast USA. So I'll start with that. I want to thank you, Marty, for seeing the greatness and the beauty in every single person you meet, for being real and human while also being superhuman. And I think we all know what that means, what the examples that he has set for us, for being a brother and a friend and a confidant to our brother Ash, for being absolutely relentless in your service to others with your country and affiliate videos, your YouTube, your facilitating of meetings. You're just absolutely relentless. And I want to thank you specifically for that, for being a pillar of the community, whether you like it or not. It's what you are, for being so strong in your inner compass and faith and fostering the prayers around the world with Chris. These are really powerful things that you do on a daily basis, on an hourly basis, to be honest, for paying attention to, like Ash does, you're paying attention to what people are saying, how they're saying it, how they're sharing their hearts, like you did with Robin, and you are pulling us out and finding that thing that makes us feel unique and valued. And I think the way that you shine light on people, and Bob, you said it perfectly. You're the brightest diamond with the most incredible facets. Just I don't know really know how to thank someone like you that is so real, but so talented, so brilliant, and so like a connection from us to Ash. And I'm so grateful for you being you. And I'm grateful that you're in my hemisphere and not too far from me. If I want to go track you down, it's an honor to know you, Marty. And thank you for everything.
Thank you, Jane. Thank you so much. So glad you're here.
Oh, thank you, Jean. Thank you. So let's welcome our brother engineer Sushanta, all the way from Bangladesh. Thank you for joining us today, bro.
Thank you, Comfort. Just before saying anything, I just like to salute you, my dear brother Marty DeGarmo. Happy birthday to you. I don't know your whole life, but what I have been seeing for last 4 years plus, I think your journey through life has inspired so many, and your dedication, passion, and your wisdom continue to make a difference in countless. We are really, really proud of you. I have been in this platform for last 4 years plus, and from the day one, actually, I am seeing you, I am following you, and I'm just seeing that how regularly and continuously you are doing something for this platform. You are inspiring people, you are connecting people. So we are really, really happy. We are really, really inspired by seeing your different activities. We didn't get anything, or I should say, we didn't get any monetary benefit from this platform. But what we have got by this time through this platform on passive and our CEO, Mr. Ash, that is our worldwide, our great family. That's why today it's my pleasure to celebrate the birthday of a person like Marty DeGarmo. I'm really, really grateful to you, Marty. Finally, I should pray to Almighty for a long life with sound health so that you can continue your sharing your knowledge, your wisdom, your expertise, and your experience to the people so the whole world can be benefited through you. Thank you so much. Again, salute to you. Back to Comfort.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Engineer Shastanta.
Thank you. Thank you, buddy. Thank you, brother.
All right, guys, please, I just want to request that everybody, if you have not spoken, kindly raise your hand, because now that people are raising, I'm scared I'm going to leave out some people. So we just want to give everybody a chance who is on the panel to say a word to our brother Marty. And if you are on camera, you do everything possible to have the backdrop on. If you can't, then you blur your background. We can live with that. So thank you, guys. And colleagues, please just watch out for me, please. So of course, let's move over to Australia and listen to the beautiful voice of our sister Narelle. Welcome, sis.
Thank you so much, Comfort. So good to be here. Even though my bed kept trying to pull me back this morning and say no way at 5 o'clock, because I only went to bed at 2:30. I'm starting to keep I think I'm changing and morphing into USAian because I'm starting to keep those hours, or maybe just 24 hours, who knows. But I do try to be here, particularly today to celebrate Marty's birthday, which was here yesterday because of the date. So Marty, get over it. It's gone now. That date's gone. Happy birthday, whatever. But yeah, when we had the celebration of Marty's birthday eve party, which is like, you guys just want to celebrate everything, goodness sake. I did read a little poem that I had made for Marty, so I'm going to read it tonight, and then I'll just come back because it's not too long, but I think it sort of is relatable to my love in particular, my love for my country, but how that sort of relates to Marty. So, g'day, Marty. It's your big 6'5", still full of energy, sharp and alive. From the States to the land of kangaroos, here's a salute to a man who always pursues. A family guy with a heart so true, your wife and loved ones treasure you. I had to put that in there. You're a steak lover, grilled to perfection, a man of taste with great affection. On passive's your passion, your pride, your quest, helping others succeed. Now that's your best. A tireless leader, dependable and strong. You inspire those around you all day long. And trivia nights, how much fun. You're quick on the draw, answering questions without a flaw. That's not really true. Founders worldwide all know your name. When Marty's playing, it's a whole new game. So here's to you, Marty, on this milestone day. May laughter and joy come your way. From the Aussie coast to your home-based pride. Happy birthday, Marty. Enjoy the ride. Cheers to the memories, the laughs and the fun, to the difference you've made for everyone. You're a true gem, a standout mate. So celebrate big. You're truly first rate. So I want to say thank you for allowing me to share that, but I also just want to say a couple of things. When I first came into On Passive, through a friend in New Zealand, because of Obless, not because of a business or anything like that. When I first saw Marty, I thought, who the heck is that guy? You want to be truthful, Marty? Marty, you grew on me like, because of the realism, I suppose. You know, you have been so real. Then I met Chris, and Chris, you know, was the whole shout out guy, and he shouted out Australia and made us known, and New Zealand and the surrounding islands and things like that. I remember Papua New Guinea days, very beautiful, beautiful people, and their love is truly amazing. But I think what has grown here is the love. You know, I always talk about trust. You know, I had trust issues coming into On Passive because of what I had been through. However, I think what I needed was to know that I was loved, love for who I am. And Marty, you certainly gave that a big, you know, a kick in the butt, so to speak, or bite my butt, whatever you used to say. It made me laugh because you have a dry sense of humor like my dad had. And you had to be quick to pick up on those things, like Ash, you got to be quick to pick up on his humor. But that love and the surrounding love has grown so much because you all have that. And what Marty has done is has brought it out and really allowed us to just feel love. You know, that's really a beautiful thing to me. I've been through a lot, and I'm not going to go there. But what I want to say is, just recently, somebody asked me about, or said to me, you know what, in my whole life, I've never really been truly loved, or felt the feeling of love. And I certainly feel it from you, my brother, Marty. You know, I struggle to call people my sister and brother because I have 5 beautiful sisters, and my brother passed away when he was 71, which is a young age. However, to be able to do that and start calling people my brother and sister means a lot to me. I say it from my heart. Thank you, Marty. You are an amazing man. Thank you for pulling the love out of people, you know, allowing them to know that they can be who they are because they're loved. So I just want to say that on top of everything else, happy birthday, even though it's over here. Happy birthday. 65 looks good on you. And I've tried catching you, but you're too fast. Just one thing before I go, if it wasn't for Marty, I wouldn't be sitting here 25-pound lighter. So I actually listened to you, Marty, unlike Chris. And Marty did steer me to the carnivore way of eating. Yeah, it's been a change in my life. I didn't know I needed to lose weight, but obviously carnivore told me different. So nearly 25-pound, and I'm off all of my insulin. And I'm just so proud of the fact that we can share that, you know, we can share those things and share our lives and just be a part again of that loving, because we have that trust in you. So thank you so much. And thank you for Mr. Ash for allowing you to be who you are, because I think he has found, again, as somebody said, that diamond in the rough, which I first saw in you was that diamond in the rough. And I think that, you know, we all scratch that surface and bring out the true, glowing, beautiful, shining light. So thank you all for listening to me. Thank you, Marty. Love you.
Beautiful. Thank you, Noel.
Yeah,
Thank you.
thank you.
And if you want me to put you to sleep, I'll talk a little longer. So
Well, when you had that meeting the other night and you went on late, you know, at 1 o'clock, that's 4 o'clock in the morning. And I said to Chris, it's just like old times. Marty's sending me to sleep. Thank you, Comfort.
Thank you, Narelle. Marty, I just want to remind you that you're already more than 65 now, because it's the 27th where Narelle is, so you are no longer 65. So you are 65 plus. Thank you, thank you. So let's hear from our own brother and Marty's friend, Andy Burks, the figures guy. Welcome, bro.
Hi, guys. Yeah, 65. Like you, Marty, I was in my 50s when I first joined on Passive. But I have you to thank, actually, for getting into on Passive, because I think it was an advertisement that you'd put on Facebook that I looked at. And when I signed up, all I heard at that point was "done for you," and I thought, that's, at the moment, I'm up to my eyeballs in it. That's exactly what I want. Perfect. I signed and paid for the thing, and then I thought, you know what? After 4 months, I really need to take a look at this and find out a little bit more information. I'm really not clear on what's going on. So I started listening to some of the videos that Mike had done, put together, and and then the final straw for me was listening to Ash, and I'm like, oh my God, I've wasted 4 months. What the hell are you doing? You know, but I have to say, the one of the beautiful things that I've got out of this is the fact that we've made so many new friends, none of which we would have done without having this common bond with On Passive. But the thing I like more than anything else is the fact that we're all like-minded. We're all of the same mindset, and it's like serendipity, bringing people together that are, you know, think and feel the same way, and are as excited as one another. And I know I don't show it very often because I'm, you know, not that kind of excitable person like these guys in the States that go to football matches and yes, I think Chris is definitely delusional about thinking he's one of the better looking ones. But anyway, we we won't go there. But I love the fact that initially when we got into this, I didn't know very much, and you started helping us to understand. And then obviously with the OTEC Bro guys, and I'm understanding more from them because they were putting it into layman's terms, and I'm like, wow, I can understand, I can get this now. Because as you guys know, I'm a numbers guy. I haven't got a Scooby when it comes to what we're dealing with on passive, but thankfully the OTEC pros were put together, and you know, I've met a lot of these guys because we've done a couple of events in the UK, and it's been phenomenal to get together with everybody, and I can't wait to get together with the rest of you guys. But I wanted to thank you, Marty, because again, the start for me was because of you, because of what you and Dan and Mike have put together, and the spark. We all got that spark some way differently, but at the end of the day, that was the spark that I needed to have a look at something that, like you've said before, I've looked for since I was a teenager, which is a long time ago, as you will know. But I'm still 5 years behind you, so I'm okay. Anyway, a happy birthday, Marty, and thanks, guys. Loving the fact that we all managed to get together on a regular basis, and we've got to know each other, and we can tell each other pretty much anything. Well, within reason. Comfort doesn't like me swearing, but apart from that, thank you so much, and happy birthday to you. Back to you, Comfort.
Sure. Thank you so much, Andy. And let's hear from
Thank you, Andy. Thank you, Andy.
All right, Marty, I'm always forgetting that you are the one to say thank you because it's you they're addressing here. So I need to behave myself next time. So,
Okay.
my African queen, beautiful dancing lady, are you there?
Oh, thank you, Sister Comfort. Wow, what a great day to celebrate. Bramadi, today is your and I'm going to start by thanking you for the great story you have brought to us in our life. Because the reason I fell in love with Madi, let me put it this way, because we have a lot of story. And one of the story that made me fall in love with him was a story about the pig. That his uncle have a pig, and when they opened that gate every morning where the pig was, they didn't want to cross because they were used to stay in one place. They were not moving. Even though they put the gate down, they still think that they have to be there. They have to redirect them and say, now you are free, you can go. So Maddie, you told us that even though we were in this company, we didn't know that the door was wide open for all of us to fly and to just leave. Don't sit where we are. Do something. You cannot just sit down here just like they close the gate. They put you in, but the door is open. You can fly. So you borrow your wing to us, and we have been using that wing to fly. And I'm just going to thank you for that. And on the behalf of the French community, thank you so much for letting us borrow from your words and transcript it on the way that our own people can understand this company the best way. We thank you for that. It takes only one person, that is Maji Degamo, to have that heart. Because a lot of people who have it is for me. Actually, they are not paying me for this. But that's not what you saw. That's what I see on you. That grandfather for everybody that tell a story in front of the firewood in the kitchen in the village every night. Those little story help. Those little story, for those that they understood, it help. You make us believe that this company was an open path for a lot of us. It's true, we are going to have a lot, but how can we have a lot if we don't understand how he goes? If we don't know what to do with? You take upon yourself to tell us that this is the how many cells per country, per village, I can even tell you can have to help your people. And some of us, we realize that he take us nothing to have a whole village in 1 second. Thank you for putting us together. Thank you for bringing us the love from your living home to our home. We live you every day because you are just that genuine and open person. Your life is open. You are so real that when you talk to JJ, you don't even remember that you are alive because you think everybody is in the room with you. You don't care if it's a YouTube. It's all of us in that living room. So you're talking like a grandfather talk to kids, like a father talk to the family, like a responsible person in the family talk to everybody. So, Maddie, we just want to tell you, 65 is a great number, but if we have 65 more on top, it's going to be better. So we're wishing you more and more happy birthday. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Marcia. I want to say something, everybody talking about some guy that doesn't sound like me to me, but I just want to say, by everybody growing from the pig story, for one thing, I still remember, by the way, when that happened to me, because it happened to me. I want to say it real quick, people that didn't hear. Is that okay, Comfort?
Yes,
Okay.
please.
Here's what happened. I went to Illinois. My dad's side of the family are farmers, and he was a pig farmer. And you have to move the pigs every 6-7 months because they ruin the ground. You move them to a better area. So I'm sitting in the house, and they called me a city boy, which I wasn't really happy about. And they had a couple of farm guys there. And they're going, okay, we're going to move the pigs from one area to the other. Like, how hard can that be? Well, there's a little electric fence 3 feet off the ground all the way around. I said, how are we going to do it? I'm going to drop the fence. Just tell them to go. I mean, I'm thinking to myself. So he dropped a section that's hooked to this green pasture, fresh. I'm thinking, oh, they're going to love that, right? So he goes, I said, well, how do we do it? No, pay attention, Marty. This is important. You got to do this right. And I'm going, listen to these hillbillies. How hard could this be, man? You just walk behind them. They're going to go. So we're walking with them, and they're moving. They get right up to where the fence was. Where it was. It's not there. And they to each other and go, I'm not freaking going over that line. You can see it in their face. And I'm going, what are they doing? My uncle goes, they don't think they're allowed to go. It's not there. They see it. They see it and they feel it. They won't go. You got to be kidding me. What do we do now? Stay tight together because they're going to start turning around and running back at us. You're kidding. So we started walking up together really close. A pig looked over at the next pig and said, yo, I'm out of here. I don't speak pig, but I'm pretty good at reading pigs, okay? And this pig turned around and freaking went right between my legs, almost broke my legs. So we had to go do it again. And I'm going, this is amazing. And what happened? Here's what happened. We started to move him again. One pig put his nose 1 inch past where the fence used to be. And he went, I'm going to speak pig. I speak pigeon, I speak pig. He went, guys, it's safe. No kidding. He looked over, it's safe. Couple grunts. One went and they ran to this new area. When I got in on passive, and I hate to use you guys as pigs, but I saw people were in this small, as we get old, this is the way I see life. We have unlimited dreams when we're little, and life tells us they're getting smaller and smaller. That yard that we're in gets smaller and smaller and smaller, and we start to accept the fact we belong here. That's not for us. When Ash came along, and that's why I fell in love with the company, he took the fence down. But I saw people not going over. Go. Be you. Be 100% you, whoever you are. I don't know who 100% you are. I met you, but I want to see the real you. Who are you, right? And look what happened. Look what people did. And that story came back to me like it was yesterday. And I think that was on purpose. God said, tell the pig story, right? And I'm going, all those smart things people get to say, I got to talk about freaking pigs. So you never know, right? God works in mysterious ways, but that's exactly why that happened. But it's exactly the reason I said it.
Sure.
And it was a
Thank
great
you.
story. Yeah, I liked it. Yeah, you're welcome.
Thank you, Marty. Thanks. Thanks. So, Engineer Mike, the coach, the mic is yours.
Hello, Mama Komi. Thank you. Happy birthday, big bro. We have come to learn that you're that person that gives it all. Okay. And we appreciate you for what you've been doing. When I got into Unpassive, that was in 2020, November. I didn't really know much, right? So I know my technical stuff. And when Dr. Benny directed me to All Winners, I was a winner with All Winners with Uncle Bob, Uncle Oliver, with Mama Cien. We rock in All Winners. And today I can be proud to say, okay, I had a good mentorship going through the hands of Uncle Bob Takusi and Uncle Oliver Fonte. They made me what I am today. And I learned a lot of marketing skills from Maddie as well. I just want to recount something like when I knew Maddie, there was something coming up. And at the time that they started trying to give out the pending founding position, there was a big problem in Cameroon. So I called Maddie. I said, hey, big bro, can we solve this? He said, yeah, why not? He popped in, Red FM popped in, and the guys who did the act were there too. So he started by, first thing he did was giving them a lecture about being good. You don't have to do things that are bad to the company. You should have integrity. So what you're doing doesn't have no integrity. He started by that and explaining all what we are building in Unpassive for and what Unpassive stands for. Then at the end, he told the guy, so with all this that I have said, it is up now for you to do what they needed that you need to do. So you need to go back and do a complete refund of whatever surplus charges that you had for people. So, and that was good. I enjoyed him doing that. That was when I had more confidence in who Mr. Digamo is. And I saw him, leading us to, he has always been the person to, bring the community together, right? Making us known by, our CEO. I was so happy when he came again and brought us together with Go Africa, which is something that was phenomenal. I just want to tell you, big bro, we appreciate you all your lives. We used to be there, try to encourage you for your good work. Because, if something is good, we need to appreciate it. So we want to thank you for your time. We want to thank you for your commitment. We want to thank you for your good heart, because it's not everybody who want to do everything for everybody, right? But you are doing it without even asking. So we want to appreciate you, and we'll tell you that we will never let you down. We will also try our own best to hold on to what you are teaching us and the practices and the modalities. Thank you very much, big bro. Happy birthday to you. Thank you, Mama Komi. That's all I have.
Thank you, Mike.
So thank you. Thanks, Mike. Thank you. And let's hear. Marty, before you came back, I'm not sure whether you were here. Bruce already sang a beautiful happy birthday song. And so now
I heard it while I was on. I was having a wrestling match with my grandson, but yeah, I heard it. So
right. All right.
Thank you, Bruce.
So he's right here now. So I think he wants to say something. Welcome, brother.
Hello, Marty. Happy 65th birthday. I've been very quiet because of my voice, and I've always said never let your disability become a handicap. I don't talk much because I still get tired. But in spite of that, what's most important to me is to congratulate you and let you know how much I love you, my brother from another brother. Thing about you is that you're like, if we look at it like this in a biblical sense, you would be the number one disciple of Ashma. You're the leader of all of us. You're the one who knows more than, not that you know more than anything, but you're more attached and you spread his word out for him, through him, and you always give us an honest assessment of things. The thing about all of that is that you are a great marketer. In spite of unpassive, you've been a great marketer for a long time. And your desire has always been to help people. And your frustration has been in the past, the frustration of not being able to help people through the horrors of network marketing. And as my power opened the door for you, for Dan, for Mike, and Unpassive Nation to lead the way for us to a new way of life via Ashma Power and his brilliance in learning how to listen to his higher power. So all of this being said, if not for you three guys, I don't think Unpassive would have ever been where it is, because you are the foundation for all of us. Sometimes you may not think that where you are. Your compassion, your desire to help people is astounding. And one thing that I'm sure of you is that there's a spiritual principle, but many people don't understand the spiritual principle. And that principle is the spirit of welcome. And everyone who is joining Unpassive or listening to Unpassive, you always welcome with enthusiasm and open-mindedness. Some people come, some people go, but you're still open to everyone hearing the word of Unpassive, the generosity that's there, the way we can change the world with God's assistance and with us listening and always believing and never stop believing in what Ashley said to us. If we listen to our leader and listen to his people who is chosen to lead us on a regular basis, we will not fail. The only failure is giving up. And none of us here give up. We love you, Marty, with all our hearts, with all our soul, with all our might. And again, have a brilliant 45 years young. Keep up the good work. Thank you.
Wow. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you, Bruce. Thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right. Thank you, Bruce. Thank you, Marty, for letting me say thank you. And let's hear from our sister, Avadayas. Welcome, sis.
Hi, Marty. Happy birthday once again. Well, I would like to say that I came across Marty actually through Chris. I knew Chris before I met Marty. And since he was in the Oblast, I wanted to join the Oblast. So Chris told me that, yes, any join. Because of that, actually, I joined Unpassive. So that went by, and I had never ever spoken to Marty. So Chris introduced me to Marty, and at first, I quite didn't like Marty. Sorry, Marty. I'm being honest. But as the days went by, I seen the honesty, I seen the goodness of his heart. And then when I went down and I met his family, his wife, his grandchildren, it just blew me away. I knew it was such a fantastic family bonding they have. You know, I wouldn't mind doing it again. I can follow Marty to the ends of the earth because he's a man of inspiration. He gives us that every day, day in and day out. I know he goes through a lot of stuff that, you know, not good stuff. You know, he's been called a lot of names. I joined in 2020. But for the past almost 4.5 years that I'm here, I have been very much, you know, hooked on passive because of Marty and Chris. And Marty has brought me out of my shell. I was so shy. I could never speak. And now look at me. I talk nonstop. So they have to tell me to shut up. So I think before I go any further, I'll say once again, happy birthday, Marty. I couldn't have expected another brother better than you. And my teddy bear, of course. So yeah, happy birthday, Marty.
Thank you, Alba. Thank you, thank you.
Thank you so much. Thanks for sharing, sis. So, Sister Rita, welcome.
Hello, Madi. Hello, everyone. Thank you very much for this wonderful and beautiful day. I want to start like this. I think everyone from this 1.5, 1.4 million people, have a story to tell really about on passive, about somebody who he or she connected with. My story with Madi, I start like now I'm going to 5 years. I started in 2021. So it's like 4 to 5 years. So when my colleague introduced me to Unpassive and he sent me a video and Madi is the one talking. So I said, like, I don't get anything. Like, I don't understand what is Madi talking about. How am I going to sign for this business? So anyway, he sent me another one. I said, believe me, I don't hear anything from Madi. I don't understand what he's saying. So he said, you know what, Rita, just calm down and take it one by one. So I want to say, like, you know what, sometimes we judge, most of the time we judge people from the cover, right? When you see something and you say, oh, I don't want it, I don't like it. And so like your conscience will tell you that, you know what, it's not for you. So one time I said, okay, I called Madi. I want to make sure that when he's going to talk, it's not on the YouTube. Let me talk to him. And to my surprise, Madi picked up my call. I said, wow. So Madi can talk to anyone. So I talked to him and I just said, you know what, I just want to say hi to you and I want to get to know you. And so he said, you know, you're most welcome. Anytime, call me. But I didn't call him after that. But we get in touch with them like every other day. I go to the trivia and we talk. But I want to say, Madi, you will not believe yourself one day if you go to Africa. In Africa, I think most of African countries, when the president is going on the street, they will bring out the students to come and welcome the president. Or maybe that day there will not be a walk, you know, people will be just shouting. And so if you go to Africa or maybe New Papua Guinea, you will see a lot of people that are coming to welcome you. You will not believe yourself. Now you will think that you are just known maybe through the this 1.5 or 1.4 in America. But one day, if you go to Africa, you will see how people welcome you. You will be surprised. And I'm sure that is going to happen. That is going to happen if you go to one of the African countries. I just want to say, you are a leader And through your leadership, you really touch a lot of people, and you can see, like everyone is talking about how you touch their life in terms of the words, in terms of the talk, in terms of like your encouragement. And thank you very much for doing that. And I believe that God is going to bless you with more years, and you're going to be successful. And through On Passive, you will touch more life while you are continuing to do what you are doing. You're going to touch a lot of life, and people are going to know you more, and you will be like, I don't know. Anyway, you know what? Whatever God bless you, whatever your heart desire, God is going to bless you with it. And thank you very much. You are a wonderful person. Thank you. Thank you, Comfort.
Rita,
Thank you, sis.
thank you. Thank you, Mama Mahar.
All right. Thank you. Thanks so much, sis, for coming. So, Sister Dr. Ivy Mix, welcome.
Yeah. Thank you so much. Happy birthday to Maddie. Maddie, we beyond love you. When we say we love you, it's not enough. It's beyond that. Because you're full of love. Your heart is love. It just comes out of you. Just looking at you, I understand Ava. Who cannot love you? You're just so adorable. You know, just your personality. Your personality is a personality of love, and you draw people to you. And it's so beautiful. And for me, I've been affected by it. I'll tell my story, just a short one. Maddie, I don't know what happened to Maddie has helped me through my schooling with most of his motivational talk. Now, when it came to the last leg of the education, if everybody has realized, since I was able to achieve that degree, I've never talked about it because it was hard for me. I almost quit. It was so hard. I mean, and then I had had a major surgery, a surgery that takes about a year to recover, and it takes so much to do. And then it was hard because there was so much to learn. I had a professor that wanted me to write 1-year notes for his next year students. And I was like, I'm not going to do this. I'm done. So it's two people plus Maddie that helped me through. One day, a lady I would indulge to ask her if I have a permission to mention her name. She had called me to ask me whether I wasn't well, and I said, I'm done with this school, and I don't know how people get to do the PhD. And then she said, do you want to be like all the wannabe PhDs that never finished? Some took 10 years to finish, some did not finish. She even mentioned another professor. Then that same week, my dean at my school, the vice chancellor, she said, Ivy, people are reading your essays and they are using it for their school. So I'm hoping to see you in October. Now, the problem with Maddie was always talking about Ivy went to school, Ivy's doing a PhD. It was for the lives. So one day, my daughter, I had told her, I said, I'm not doing this school anymore. I don't need it. I'm okay. I'm fine. I don't know what she came to do on the morning that Maddie was on the thing, and he had mentioned my name. Then she said, Mom, if you don't finish this thing, you'll make Maddie a liar, because Maddie is always talking about you. And look, he just mentioned that Ivy went to school, and and that day, Maddie said Professor Ivy. Unfortunately for me. So I said, what did you come to do to my room? What do you don't do on passive? Why are you inviting me about on passive? So that alone, and then these two people, it was like the accountability partner. I could not have faced Maddie if I had not gone to school. You don't know what you did. Every time, I'm never able to talk about this because I could not have done this school. It was too much. I had 1 month to finish, and my professor told me you have 450 pages to read and 22 essays to present. So I'm going to do that. So I never talk about my schooling because the pain I went through to do it, but I just want to say to you today, I want to say to everybody that people carried me. there was this lady that said, Ivy, you cannot stop. And then the second person was Maddie. Maddie saw me finishing the school. Are you hearing me? He didn't see me as going through it. He saw me as it was already done. And that is the person on his wings that I stood to finish this school. So today, I want to say, because of Maddie, I was able to go to my school. My title is because of, and I think Jean should write a song. And this is a gift to Maddie. Because of Maddie, we were able to buy sewing machines for girls who did not go to school in Pakistan to start sewing. We were not just giving people gifts, we were setting them up in a life business, because that's what Maddie used to say, that you're not going to teach, you're not just going to give them fish, you teach them to fish. Because of Maddie, we have a computer lab in Nigeria. It's a lab where the students who want to go to school and they don't have computers in their home, they go there and pay a small fee, and they are able to use the computers to do their classes. It's because of Maddie. Because of Maddie, we have farmers in Dominican Republic that I came in contact with. I didn't know how to do all of these things, but because of Maddie, and every day he's making me better, bringing out the best in me. I said, I can do this. So when they said, we are farmers, and these are the things that we need help with, they started digging wells to open taps. And let me tell you something, one pipe costs $25. Today, I heard you on the morning show. You were talking about how $25 is nothing. If I can buy 4 pumps for $100 that I'll spend on beef burger, they used it to open the pumps, and they are fetching water in the Africans know it, in the rubber containers, and they are selling it. They are being industrious because of your talks every morning, because of you. You've taught us collaboration. When I watch you and Chris, I tell myself I have to join with somebody, collaborate to be a team. I watch you very closely. I watch you more than you think you can imagine. I listen to you with my whole heart. When you come on, I can repeat everything that you said. At times I don't comment on it, but trust me, every day I go with something that you have said. And I believe many, many people are doing that. And I didn't want you to be a liar. One day I came on a show and somebody said, you're the one Maddie has been talking about. You finished
Yes,
school?
sis.
I said, yes. Rita also said it. Rita said it to me. He said, I heard Maddie when Maddie used to
Wow.
say you are going to school. So thank you very much, Maddie. Thank
Good
you.
job, sis.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Maddie, you're muted.
Thank you. Thank you, Ivy. You're a special person. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Papa Marty, Uncle Marty, Mentor Marty, Catalyst Marty, all of those hats, just put them on. That's who you are. Thank you so much. So we listen to Dr. Ivy and we move to another doctor, Dr. Benny. Marty, it's yours. Just listen to them. Doctor, welcome.
Thank you so much, Sister Comfort. Can you hear me? Okay, hold on. Yes. Can you guys hear me? Great. Thank you so much.
Yes.
Oh, first of all, I want to say Happy New Year because this is still January, right? Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for giving me this opportunity to voice out my opinion when it comes to our brother. Happy birthday to Mr. Marty Degamo. You know, there is no one like you. There are a lot of things that you have done, but I just want to thank God for bringing you on earth because of your dedication towards this company, your love and support that you're showing each and everyone. I want to sing, if you don't mind, Sister Comfort, just a little.
Go for it, sis.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Mr. Marty Degamo. Happy birthday to you. I wish you many, many more years to come. You know, since today is your birthday, right? Now, in Matthew chapter 7, verse 7, Ask, you shall receive. Seek, you shall find. Knock, the door will be open, right? So you ask God. Tell God what you want. What do you want from God today? Today is your day. Ask him anything, and it shall be given to you. One more thing. In John chapter 11, verse 23 and 24, Jesus says, if you don't ask, I will not give it to you. So ask anything you want. Mr. Marty Degamo, thank you so much, Sister Comfort, for the opportunity.
Wow, that was so
Thank
special.
you, thank you, thank you, Dr. Belly.
Well, I know Marty is very patient with me. Marty, I'm working hard.
Comfort, I don't care.
I'm
It's
working
okay.
hard not to do this. All right, thank you, thank you. So I'm just making sure I'm not leaving anybody out. I can see some two beautiful sisters by my right. I'll start by Sister Julie Pierre. Bonjour. So just sure, open your mic and say something to our brother Marty.
Hi, Comfort. Thank you very much. Hello, everyone. Marty, happy birthday to you once again. For those who do not know, you are my dimple guy, and I will always be your brown sugar. You've been an inspiration to me. You've helped me along the way, along this journey of Unpassive. And I have been able to recognize your genuinity, your sincerity, and I'm just stuck on you, like the song says. Thank you for all you've done. I pray, God, that He continues to bless you with good health and bless you with your family. That the way we are speaking about you right now, it will go down your generation, your grandkids and your great-grandkids. People will be mentioning your name then because you are a great person. Thank you very much. God bless. Back to you, Sister Comfort.
Sure. Thank you, Sister
Thank you,
Julie.
Julie. Thank you, thank you.
So, Sister Brigitte, welcome. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you, Comfort. Thank you. Well, everybody has said it all. I just have to add my voice to it. Happy birthday, Maddie. I would like to say you've been a blessing to me, especially, and you've touched all the lives here in Unpassive. There's no one that wouldn't say that you've inspired them one way or the other. It's been a beautiful journey since 2020. And I have seen so many people grow, including myself. I wasn't able to speak on a webinar, but now at least I can say something. So that tells you I have grown as well. So thank you for inspiration. And wishing you all the best, many blessings from above, and you deserve much, much more. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Bridget.
Thank you for coming, sis. Yeah.
You're welcome.
So guys, I was preserving these three last people. After they speak, I'm sure it would be the end of the webinar. I hope I'm not leaving out anybody, because the moment these three men speak, then we shall be rounding up. So I'd like to call on my brother Vincent now to say a word to his own brother, Marty Degam.
Oh, thank you, Sister Comfort. Thank you, everyone, for celebrating our great brother, Marty, birthday. So 65 is a great. So I know most people have said it. I won't say too much. So what I will say is to pray to God to bless our brother Marty and his family, his friend, and all people around him. God bless them and God favor them as well. So I pray also that God give him more wisdom, intelligence, and also long life to continue the job that he's doing, the great job that he's doing for us. So we thank him every day. So God remember him also every single day, and then also feel his heart. Anything that Mr. Degamo want to do, God grant him and then do, because he has done a lot. So when you do good, the good also favor you and favor your life, favor your grandchildren. That's life. So thank you very much, and God continue to bless you.
And then I always say he's the father of Tech Pro. So Marty cannot celebrate a happy birthday without us to be here. So again, once again, God bless you abundantly and also make you feel very happy anytime you are with us.
Thank you, Vincent, and thank you, Vincent 2.0. Whichever one you are right now. I'm never really sure, but thank both of you.
Thank you, Brother Vincent. So, guys, let's hear from our brother who thinks that to sum up whatever is happening to us, he says we are fine. Brother Oliver, do you want to speak?
Happy Sunday, and I want to thank everybody that's here today to wish our big bro happy birthday, a technocrat. And I don't know what cannot explain, but God will continue to bless you and give you wisdom and many more years, birthdays, good health, and I just want to say your confidence, your passion to this company has been an exemplary one to all of us, including your life story. You always tell us when you go live, you talk about your life story, your life in general. You've been marketing for 20 years. There's nothing out there. There's nothing out there. This is the only place. And for you to stay here till today and you still believe in this company, give us that strength. Also that belief that there's nothing out there but this company. And it is also a perfect timing. You make our CEO came out last night and he came out again today and he repeated himself that only God can stop us. That is very powerful. We don't know what on that statement, what he meant by that, but you can break it down and in any form. It's only because of Mari Digamo. Our CEO came out and made that statement. Bro, thank you very much. God bless you. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. You are the godfather, as my brother just said. You are the godfather of OTech Pro, and the world, 1.4 million of us. You've at least we've learned something. We've learned something from you in one way or the other. I want to say thank you. Happy birthday.
Thank you, Alabar. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Thanks, Brother Oliver. And of course, the mic goes lastly to our only one and passionate smart guy in the house, Mr. Collins Manor. Welcome.
Oh, thank you, Comfort. There are a lot of smart people here, really crazy people, you always meet in Passive. Those who are showing their face and those who are still hiding behind because they are shy. Maybe one day we'll realize all of them, which is really great. We are here just to wish our big brother, Mari Digamo, a very big happy birthday. You deserve it. 65 years, it's not a joke. Some of us will not even reach that year. We don't know what the future holds for us. We can count now, but we don't know what the next second holds for us. Only God knows. Because the Bible says, may God teach us how to number our days so we may get a heart of wisdom. That's Psalms 90. Madi, you grow with age and you grow with wisdom, because all the prophets, they bless their children with wisdom because of age. So we really want to thank you, and we thank God for your life and your family. And they say, when you have a great man like Madi, it's because of a beautiful wife behind who supports you and push you forward. And we want to pray only for your family and your wife, for the knowledge that you've imparted, your resilience, your humbleness, your steadfastness in this company. Because you always said it. You said 65 years. Just 5 more years, you are 70. Why should I come out and lie? If you didn't see anything in this company for the past 6 years, you go Mike and down to make money online. You said everything out there is deceitful. And truly, we have seen it. You bring somebody, you don't even know what they are selling. You only know the person who brought you in. You don't even know the CEO. But we are in a company where we know the CEO, Mr. Ash Mofara. Madi said something today. Show me yourself. I will believe you. Don't hide behind the camera and tell somebody to bring the next for you. In this company, we have learned. If you have not learned it today, this is the truth. we know good business and bad business. I've learned a lot from OnPassive, from this company, truly, to perceive a good business and a bad business. Why do you ask me to bring somebody more and more? Why have they not shut it down to say enough is enough? We will go with this and the rest are customers. Elon Musk didn't bring nothing, and he's making, he's the richest man. We need to understand this. This is a market-based business. Sales, they sell the product, we make commission. And hundreds of thousands will come, who will make commission more than we ourselves. We need to believe this. Marty will not be here. Chris Johnson, these people, they are retired people. They know it. They have done everything. We can go to Michael Williams. That, all of these things. When you see those who are believe so passionately, you must know why. They are great marketers. Why are they not leaving? Ash is not quitting. There is no quitting in this business. It's up to you now. You either choose it or you disappear. Today, I was talking to Oliver, Bob. We had discussion. I said, those who are multi-level, these are the disgruntled people. Mark my word. Because they came with the idea of building a big team. And when they said it is a customer-based business, they disappear and do what they want to do. Bring any business in front of me, I'll tell you, this is not it. I discussed with Vincent today. If a man is digging a well, he said, please come and help me, though you will not come for free because this is something I have to do. I've paid for it. But I want you to come and support me because the cost is not easy. In a little dime, we are talking about even $50. You say, you know what? I'm not going to come in. The person go ahead and dig that well to the end. Do you think that person will bring you again for $5 or $50? No. Because the person has already done the work. He said, don't do it with me. Just encourage me. I've done everything. I've put enough. You just follow me for this amount. And you said no. The person can tell you, okay, you want to come in now, making a lot of commission. The well richest man, if you want to come pay 100,000, how many of us would have afforded? This is an AI software development company. Whether you like it or not, I will declare it today. I saw it the first day, and I'm saying it now. No software development company will bring you in for $97 and even tell you to pay $150. It will never happen. Go and do your research. Nobody have ever done that. Only those who want to rip you off will do something because they don't even know what they are doing. And company like this comes in a decade. It can come 5 years, 15 years. My brothers who are tech guys here, they know it. It's true. So don't listen to what people are saying there. Bring it in front of me. I will challenge you 100%. No IT company. If you bring that company in front of me, I will leave OnPassive. I'll tell you, thank you very much. I will join you for $97. None of them, after they have built their software, they bring you in for $97 for what we have paid. Yeah, it's enough, a lot for a different company. But remember, when they build it, even those in the poorest country cannot join because they don't have the financial capability. So the only thing we are in is about patience. We dig a well, we follow. The CEO is not quitting. He said, I was born for this. I want to leave a lasting legacy. Are you ready to follow him, to leave a lasting legacy as well? That's the question you have to ask yourself. I need to make something so I can leave legacy for my generation to come and to bless others. Somebody somewhere who will say, God bless that person for giving me water. I will rest my case. Mr. Comfort, thank you very much.
Oh, thank you.
Wow.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Collins. Very good.
Sure. Thank you. Thank you. So, Marty, before I give you time to maybe respond to the messages that people have given, I want you to know that people are watching on live as well, online, live on YouTube, on the various channels. I've checked yours and mine at least. And there are a few birthday wishes coming to you from all over the place. People are wishing you birthday, happy birthday, and so on. And I want to make a quick response to Ezechi Goziri Morris. You are one of us. You have always been on this webinar, and you're a bit disgruntled that we did not share the link We would have loved to do so, but then we shared it on YouTube so that it could accommodate everybody, because we don't have the capacity to bear 1.5 million people. But we're happy you are there and you enjoyed the journey with us. We really appreciate you all for supporting and sending birthday wishes to our brother. So Marty, it's yours now.
Well. That's the longest birthday party I've ever had, I must say. Most enjoyable my whole 65 years, really. I appreciate everything that was said. It seems to me you're talking about someone else, but thank you. I'm just me. That's all. I belong here. I love what I'm doing. I love the idea that you all love what you're doing. I believe Ash has done 98% of the heavy lifting. We have 2%. Let's share it and paint this world another color. And we can do that. We can do that. And you could go out with the belief that you have a spray painter, or you could go out it believing you have a one-inch toothbrush. But I believe we all have a part in this. And it's a bigger picture from here on out. And it took us to go through this journey because now we all know the fence is down. We have to convince the world that the fence is down for them too. Maybe not all, but I guarantee if you uplift a few families in these countries that have been mistreated, they will surely spread it like wildfire because they will truly see what they have. We just need to spread what we know. And I'm telling you, you think we're having a good time now? My 70th birthday will be together personally, and we'll really celebrate. And there'll be people from all over the world watching that one. Thank you, everybody, for what you said. It's beyond, I have no words for it. This is hard for me to sit here and listen to this. Now I'm like, I got to go tell my wife how great I am because she don't get it. I got to convince her now. I'm going to have her watch it. Don't look, I told you I'm good. I'm just kidding. But thank you, everybody. I mean that. Thanks for doing a whole show like this. Is crazy. I'm happy where I am. I am where I am because I'm supposed to be here. Thank you very much.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much, Marty. Thank you, everybody, for squeezing out of your tight schedules to come here and share the love with our brother Marty. And I know exactly how it feels when you are being loved by people whom you trust them, you feel safe with them. Because 10 days ago, I was like a forerunner, I was like the John the Baptist, and Marty's one today is like the Jesus one. So I know exactly what that is. Thank you so much for your love. And Marty, we worked hard to respect your wish that they should not make it a Marty issue, but an passive issue. But it's difficult. You cannot choose to be loved. If people choose to love you, let them express their love. So we're happy that you are happy, and we really do wish that you enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you, family. Love you all, and see you again soon. Thank you.
Bye-bye, everybody.
Thank you.
Bye, Marty.
Bye-bye, Marty.
Happy birthday, Marty.
Everyone.
Confirmed by everyone.
An antique, Marty. You're an antique now.
Love you all.
Birthday plus one.
See you later, Marty.
Chris, before I go, Chris, I haven't said to you see you in 1 year. You ready?
Yeah.
I'm ready.
Listen very closely.
Happy
It's been a while.
birthday to
I want to
you.
say it. You ready? Bite me,
Yes.
Chris Johnson. Okay? Oh.
Evil, Marty.
Bye, everybody.
Bye-bye.
Thank
Bye,
you, guys. Thank you,
everyone.
everybody.
Bye.
Bye, everyone.
Everybody. Bye, bye, bye,
Bye,
bye.
everyone.
Nice to meet you.
Who is closing the